see the Kil-Kare pace truck pulling up on the track. We're about ready to go racing. The ARCA SuperCars are here tonight. So it'll be features only for the NASCAR Winston Racing Series. Hi, I'm Nate Pennington. Thank you for buying this Pinstroke Productions At the Track videotape. And in a moment we're going to get racing here as backstretch flagman Frank Bach takes the last few orders from the Turn 3 tower and looks up. Are you guys ready for him? And we should be just about ready for the Pure Stock feature to come up on the track. And the lineup is going to go something like this. On the pole is the 57 of Chris Popple, and outside of him, the 28 of Tommy Henry. Row number 2 is car number 1, Jeremy Everding, and the 33 of Vern Hasty. Row number 3, car number 93, Wayne Seals, and the 23 of Danny Suffren. Row number 4, car number 34, last year's track champion for the Pure Stocks, car number 34, as I said before, Dave Ellis. Then it's the 77 of Larry Gard, and if we had a award for the most improved driver, I think it would be this guy that would get that award, car number 77, Larry Gard. And in row number 5 is the 24 on the inside, that's Sean Miller, outside of him the 39 of Rich Seals. Row number 6, car number 74, Clark Wolf, and the 51 of Tim Baker. Row number 7, car number 45 is Wes Johnson, and the 98 of Gary Seitz. Row number 8, car number 4, John Matthews, and the 7 of Lori Young. Row number 9, car number 00, Matt McCarty, and the 79 of Ben Little. And out back in row number 10 all by himself, car number 14, that is David Thomas Jr. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Green flag does come out, and we are racing. Chris Popple with the early lead through turns 1 and 2. And we got problems over in turn 4. Tommy Henry, bunch of cars. Looks like Sean Miller down in the infield. That'll bring a caution. We go right back to caution right away. The white flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Complete restart. Chris Popple, your leader, the 28 of Tommy Henry running second. Battle for third between Dave Ellis and Jeremy Everding. As Ellis moves to the high side, slight advantage to Elvis going through turn 3. They touch, but Ellis takes over that third position. Jeremy Everding back to fourth. Battle now for the fifth position between Sean Miller and Wayne Seals. Dave Ellis running third. He's caught up to the second place car of Tommy Henry. Moves to the high side through turns 1 and 2. They're side by side now. Down the back straightaway. Still side by side. Tommy Henry on the inside. Dave Ellis on the outside. Now gives second position to Ellis as he makes the move towards the front. And we got problems over in turn 4. It looks like Matt McCarty and Dave Thomas Jr. And Matt McCarty a little bump into the turn 4 wall. That'll bring out a caution. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Chris Pawpaw, Dave Ellis, Tommy Henry, and Jeremy Everding, your top 4 cars. Dave Thomas with a problem, but he gets it back together as Dave Ellis goes back to work on the 57 of Chris Pawpaw. They're side by side down the back straightaway. Going into turns 3 and 4, coming down the front straightaway, still side by side. Give the advantage to Ellis, though. And now your leader, Dave Ellis, in the car number 34. Ben Little with a spin out of turn 4 in the infield, no caution. He gets back on the track right in front of the leaders, but no harm, no foul. Dave Ellis, your leader. Chris Pawpaw running second. 28 of Tommy Henry, Jeremy Everding, and Sean Miller rounding out that top 5. And problems getting around the 79 of Ben Little for some of the leaders, as Pawpaw and Henry have some problems. Black flag being shown to the 23 of Danny Suffren, and smoke coming from the 7 of Lori Young. 14, David Thomas now with a spin coming out of turn 4. He's in the infield and moving, so no caution as of yet. Lori Young looks to be taking it to the pit area in the 7 machine. And I believe we now do have caution for the 14 of Dave Thomas Jr. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Dave Ellis, Chris Pawpaw. Ben Little's a lap car in there. So your third place car would be the 28 of Tommy Henry, then Jeremy Everding and Sean Miller rounding out your top 5. And we're getting a green flag. We're going back racing. Everding and Sean Miller get together. Everding gets the worst end of it. Oh, it comes back out on the track and tagged by the 45 of Wes Johnson, and there goes the rear tire. Tough break for Jeremy Everding. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Dave Ellis, Chris Pawpaw, Tommy Henry. Your fourth place car is now the 33 of Vern Hasty. Of course, Jeremy Everding having to go out on the tow truck. Sean Miller being sent to the tail for that incident. Tough break for both drivers. As Tommy Henry gets around the 57 of Chris Pawpaw. Henry now runs second. He'll set his sights on the leader of Dave Ellis. Ben Little a little sideways coming out of 4th. Little, of course, a lap car. Dave Ellis, last year's track champion here, Scott, leading this one. Having his share of troubles of late. Seems to be either he wins or is involved in a crash. But nothing wrong with that 34 machine here tonight, as Dave Ellis pretty much running away with it at this point in the 34 car. Looks like Vern Hasty got underneath Chris Pawpaw for the 3rd position. Hasty now runs in that 3rd position. Chris Pawpaw back to 4th. White flag for your leader, car number 34, Dave Ellis. Down the backstretch one last time. And problems, good battle back in the pack between Chris Pawpaw and Larry Gard. Your winner's going to be Dave Ellis. Coming home second will be Tommy Henry. Third will go to John Matthews. Fourth, Wayne Seals. And then fifth will be Larry Gard, just edging out Chris Popoff for that fifth position. Once again, your winner, car number 34, Dave Ellis. And the next NASCAR Winston Racing Series division to pull up on the track will be the mini stocks. Row number 1 is the 2 of Randy Donahue. Outside of him, the 33 of Greg Stapleton. Row number 2, the 19 of Jeff Wickman, and the 24 of Rick Bates outside of him. Row number 3, car number 00 Randy Bouget, and the 6 of Ron Wells. And out back in row number 4 is truck number 01, Gene Crace. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Randy Donahue, Greg Stapleton, Jeff Wickman. Donahue, your early leader. Greg Stapleton right on that high line. He slipped back into the clutches of the 19 of Jeff Wickman. Wickman now runs second. Randy Donahue is still your leader. Third belongs to Randy Mouget, but here comes the 01, Gene Crace. Back in the pack, Randy Mouget, Gene Crace, Ron Wells battling for that fourth position. As Randy Donahue still leads this one, with Jeff Wickman right on his back bumper in second. Now Wickman looks to the inside, coming out of turn 4. Can't get the job done, tucks back in. Randy Donahue, still your leader. Now Wickman taking a look to the outside, coming out of turn 2. Try to get a run to the inside off turn 4, can't quite do it. Here comes Ron Wells underneath the Greg Stapleton machine. That's for third. As Gene Crace now will try Stapleton, taking over that fourth position. And does so through turn 4. Randy Donahue still your leader. The 19 of Jeff Wickman running second. Ron Wells third. Gene Crace now holds on to that fourth position. Ron Wells now. Gene Crace side by side for that third position. Two trucks out back in third position. Both of these trucks moving up through the field quite nicely. Thank you. In battle for that third position, right behind Jeff Wickman. Randy Donahue still your leader. They're going to split the difference down the front straight away. Oh, and Gene Crace backs out of it going into turn 1. Ron Wells on the outside. Jeff Wickman on the inside. Now Wells moves around. He runs second. Wickman back to third. Wells immediately looks to the inside of Randy Donahue. Can't quite get the job done. Here comes Gene Crace underneath the 19 of Jeff Wickman. Randy Donahue still your leader. Right on his back bumper is the 6 pickup truck of Ron Wells. And it's the 19 of Jeff Wickman and the 01 of Gene Crace. Ron Wells again to the inside of Donahue. Gene Crace, Wickman, Donahue, 3 wide into 2. All 3 cars hard into the backstretch wall. Let's take a look at that on instant replay. We see Ron Wells get underneath the Randy Donahue machine going into turn 1. They touch. Donahue slips to the outside. Wickman and Crace come underneath. All 3 cars hard into the backstretch wall. And now from the turn 3 camera, I'm going to shut up this time and let you just listen. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Randy Donahue leading it. Ron Wells running second. Third now belongs to Greg Stapleton. Randy Boucher fourth. In the 5th place car, last car. Only 5 cars left now. And that's the 24 car of Rick Bates. Oh, and Ron Wells sideways in turn 2. He gathers it back in, but loses quite a bit of ground to the 2 of Randy Donahue. Ron Wells running second. White flag, 1 lap to go before your leader, Randy Donahue. Ron Wells right on his back bumper. And your winner, car number 2, Randy Donahue. The 6 pickup truck of Gene Crace finishes second. Then it's, the 6 truck of Ron Wells finishes second. Then Greg Stapleton, Randy Boucher, and Rick Bates. So once again, car number 2, Randy Donahue, your winner. Sorry about that, Ron. NASCAR Winston Racing Series Pro Stocks next division to pull up on the track. In row number 1, 72, Rick Miller. Outside him, the 21 of Brian Coleman. Row number 2, car number 1, Jerry Johns Sr. Outside of him, the 32 of Jerry Johns Jr. Row number 3, car number 98, Chris Stump, and the 33 of David Clay. Row number 4, car number 28, Mark Stump, and the 34, last year's track champion for the Pro Stocks, Dave Sewell. Row number 5, car number 52, Mike Miller, and the 99 of Anthony Massey. Row number 6, car number 38, Steve Zirkle, and the 58 of Fred Moore Jr. Row number 7, car number 78, Virgil Powell, and the 22 of David Chakowski. Row number 8, car number 05, Tyrone Tarr, and the 23 of Ron Simpson. Row number 9, car number 87, Ellis Lawrence Jr., and the 42 of Jim Lewis Jr. Row number 10, car number 88, Buster Betties, and the 18 of Ray Morgan. And out back all by himself in row number 11, car number 31, that's Junior Ross. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. 20 laps for the Pro Stocks. Coleman, car number 21, he's your leader. Rick Miller running second. Battle for third between the Jerry Johnses, junior and senior. Senior on the inside, junior on the outside. Now a little bump as they come out of turn 4 as Jerry Johns Jr. taps the wall just a little bit. Everybody gets going, but Jerry Johns Sr. now runs third. Johns Jr. fourth. 5th place battle between Chris Stump and David Clay. Dave Sewell right there in the 34 machine, as is the 28 of Mark Stump. So guys running the top of the points are making their way back up through the pack and trying to find their way to the front. David Clay. Oh, and we got several cars getting together over in turn 1. Steve Zirkle is involved. Looks like the 22 of David Chakowski up there by the wall. Caution out. Green flag comes out, and we're back to racing. Brian Coleman, your leader. Rick Miller running second. Battle for third right off the bat between Jerry Johns Sr. and the 33 of David Clay. Steve Zirkle spins into the infield and up and over the hill in the 38 machine. Caution comes back out. Once again, white flag already shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Brian Coleman, Rick Miller, David Clay, Jerry Johns Jr., Jerry Johns Sr. 5 laps now complete. 15 more laps to go. Coleman still your leader. David Clay pulling right in on his back bumper. Rick Miller and Jerry Johns Sr. battling for that 3rd position with Dave Sewell right there in the 34 machine. Jerry Johns Jr. also right there as Rick Miller begins to slip back now. Sewell looks to the inside of Miller. Him and Stump, they touch. Coming out of turn 2. Tough break for Dave Sewell. Everybody keeps going. We don't have a caution as of yet. As the 33 of David Clay gets around the 21 of Brian Coleman, we got a new leader, car number 33, David Clay. Brian Coleman back to 2nd with Jerry Johns Sr. right on his back bumper. Jerry Johns Jr. runs 4th, and Chris Stump rounding out your top 5. Clay, still your leader. Brian Coleman running 2nd, 3rd, Jerry Johns Sr. Got a car spun over in turn 2. I believe he's off the track and in the infield. That's the 88 of Buster Betty's. And we got several cars into the turn 2 wall. Oh, and a couple cars hit hard down in the snake pit. Or alligator pit. The snake pit down in the alligator pit. The 34 of Dave Sewell in turn 2 into the concrete wall. Tough break. Let's take a look at some instant replay, see if we can tell what happened. We see several cars getting around the Junior Ross machine, and it looked like the white car, the 18 car, and the 99 of Ansel Massey got together, and Dave Sewell with nowhere to go. Hard impact into the turn 2 wall for Dave Sewell. And on this replay, watch the cars down in the alligator pit as they do some hard slamming down there. Watch and listen. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. David Clay, Brian Coleman, Jerry Johns Sr., Jerry Johns Jr., and Chris Stump. 12 laps now complete of this 20-lap feature. Spinning over in turn 4. That's the 38 of Steve Zirkle. Zirkle spins over in turn 4. And that will bring out another caution. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get green flag next time by the stripe. The field's already been informed that this will be green, white, and checker. So with just 13 laps complete, we're going to end this one 5 laps short. Make it a a 15-lap feature instead of a 20-lap feature. And they're getting together in the back of the pack. Several cars. And the caution comes right back out. We do not even get a start. And that's it. The race is done. There's your winner, car number 33, David Clay. Running second, or finishing second, will be the 21 of Brian Coleman. Third will go to the 1 of Jerry Johns Sr. Fourth to the number 98 of Chris Stump. And rounding out your top 5 will be Jerry Johns Jr. Mark Stump comes home in the 6th position.
Ask any marketing expert, they'll tell you motorsports are hot, and they are right now. And your chance to get in on the excitement can begin right here with At the Track. Sponsorship opportunities are available for this weekly racing program featuring some of the hottest motorsports action from around this part of Ohio and beyond. At the Track, right here. You can take all the racing excitement home with you with Penstroke Productions, the Midwest's finest video racing service. Video highlights of racing action from Kil-Kare Speedway, Columbus Motor Speedway, Winchester, and many more tracks and special events all around the region. The best motorsports value around. Penstroke Productions videos. Looking for a great family entertainment value? Try Kil-Kare. NASCAR Winston Racing Series stock car action on the tight Kil-Kare Oval every Friday night. Sears Craftsman NHRA ET bracket racing every Saturday at Kil-Kare Dragway. Many special events all through the season. Great family entertainment, great fun. Come on out and join us. Every Friday night at Kil-Kare Speedway, Saturdays Kil-Kare Dragway, many Sunday special events all season long. Kil-Kare.
And now it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. The ARCA Supercars will pull it out on the track, and in a moment we will get the command to start the engines. I'll get it out here in a moment. First, we have to give you the lineup. Row number 1 is car number 9. That's Eric Smith. And the 46 of Frank Kimmel outside of him. Inside row number 2 is car number 39, Dave Weltmeyer. And 18, local boy Josh Baltus. Inside row number 3, car number 21, Bob Strait, and another local boy, car number 32, that's Randy Van Zant. Row number 4, car number 42, Tim Blaney, and the 40 of Andy Belmont. Row number 5, inside 52, Bill Baird, outside of him, the 12 of Roger Blackstock. Inside row number 6 is the 5 of Wes Russell, and the 83 of Jeff Finley. Row number 7, car number 59, inside Mark Gibson, and the 51 of Joe Cooksey outside. The 30 of Mark Voigt and the 19 of Calvin Counselor make up row number 8. And in row number 9, car number 48, Mike Buckley, and the 4 of David Boggs. Row number 10 is car number 10, Kurt Piercy, and the 67 of Rob Julian. Row number 11, car number 0, Richard Hampton, and the 24 of Chuck Weber. Row number 12 is the 85 of Jerry Middleton and the 84 of Norm Benning. And in row number 13, car number 91, Bob Wiles, and the 44 of Greg Sarf outside of him. And in row number 14, car number 43, Scotty Sands, and outside of him, the 06 of Brian Cons. 28 ARCA Supercars will take the green flag in just a moment. The command to start the engines.
I hear from you. We're not going to go for it again. Are you ready for the Fondo Marhide 150? Oh, yeah.
Capacity crowd on hand to see the ARCA Supercars here tonight, cheering.
The Vice President of Sales for Fondo Marhide Corporation, Mr. Jim Mahoney.
How was it, Eldora?
Vice President of Sales.
Drivers, start your engines.
That was the Vice President of Sales for Fondo Marhide giving the command to start the engines. That was Jeff Mahoney. And we should get a green flag here just momentarily. We're going to let them warm up, and then we'll be back here with the green flag in just a moment. lights go out on the ARCA pace car, we should get a green flag next time around for 150 laps. Now, for those of you who buy our weekly tapes, you know that during the caution flags, the laps don't count. This is the ARCA Supercars. Caution flags, laps count. Green flag coming up. Your leader is car number 9, Eric Smith. Frank Kimmel running second, right on his back bumper. Third belongs to the 18 car, I believe, of Josh Baltus. Starting to lap the slower traffic. The 06 car goes down a lap. Brian Kahns in car number 06. And we got one spinning and into the wall in turn 3. That's the 67 machine. That's Bob Julian. Stay green. Eric Smith still your leader. Frank Kimmel running second. Third belongs to the 18 of Josh Baltus, as the leaders now have started lapping the slower cars. There's Dave Weltmeyer. He's fourth, and Bob Strait holding on to that fifth position in the 21 machine. Goes a lap down in car number 84. Eric Smith still your leader. Frank Kimmel takes a look inside, but the 84 car is right there. Excuse me, the white car there, 67. Excuse me, Rob Julian was there. Tucks right on the back bumper of the 9 of Eric Smith. Now Kimmel looking inside down the back straightaway. And we got a new leader. Car number 46, Frank Kimmel, takes over the lead. Eric Smith now back to second. Traffic inside and outside. We got cars spinning down the back straightaway. That's the 52 machine spun into the infield. Bill Baird with a spin in car number 52 down the back stretch. And that, I believe, brings us to the racer's first caution. I believe the caution flag is out. Yes, it is. First caution, like I said, the caution laps will count as the ARCA pace car now comes back out on the track. Won't get them realigned. We should get a caution here just momentarily. And Bill Baird into the pits. Come back out on the track with the 52 machine. Right flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Double file restart. The lead cars start on the outside, lap traffic on the inside. 19 of the 150 laps now complete, and we're about ready to go back to racing. Spinning out over in turn 2. You saw the tire smoke. Everybody keeps going though, and we stay green. Black flag being shown to the 0 machine, I believe. Richard Hampton can see a black flag, concentrated flag. He'll have to go to the pits and have them take a look at the car. Could be putting fluid down on the track or something like that. Frank Kimmel and Eric Smith continue to lead this race. Kimmel taking over the lead. A few laps in as the 67 car spins in over in turn 2 at the pit entrance. And we see Dave Weltmeyer putting a lap on a car. And back to Frank Kimmel and Eric Smith, your leaders. Action happening all over the track, kind of tough to keep up with. I believe Josh Baltus still runs third in the 18 machine. As the 67 machine, Rob Julian comes back out on the track. And now Frank Kimmel will put a lap on the 19 of Calvin Counselor. And Eric Smith gets around just fine, thank you. And they continue on motoring around this third of a mile oval, sort of oval, called Kil-Kare Speedway. Drivers just finishing a race at Pocono Speedway just last weekend. I can't imagine going from Pocono Speedway to the tight third of a mile Kil-Kare semi-banked up and down elevation and tight corners of Kil-Kare Speedway. But these drivers are doing quite nicely, thank you. Frank Kimmel at this point making a shambles on the field. He's pulled about a 10-car length lead on the second place car of Eric Smith. Josh Boss is still holding on to that third position in the 18 machine. And now Frank Hill looks to the inside of Kurt Piercy. We'll put him a lap down. Continues to put laps on the scoreboard and cars laps down. Frank Kimmel in heavy lap traffic. They go around the very slow car of Norm Benning, and now he's looking for a way around the 52 car of Bill Baird. And now looks inside down the front straightaway. In turns 1 and 2, still can't quite get around. More lap traffic there. Very, very, very heavy traffic for your leader, Frank Kimmel. And CC continues to try to slice and dice through this field. Still not lose the lead and keep all four fenders on the car. If you've never seen the ARCA Supercars out here at Kil-Kare Speedway, then next year you need to make sure you're sitting in the stands and watching these cars, because there's nothing like the sound of the ARCA Supercars here at Kil-Kare Speedway. For all intents and purposes, these are very, very, very similar to the Winston Cup cars. Slight difference in the rule changes. Body styles are a little bit different, but underneath the hoods, these basically are Winston Cup cars. And I'll tell you, it's pretty amazing to hear these cars as they roar their way around this track. The other divisions, the NASCAR Winston Racing Series divisions that do battle here each and every week, that is what they do. They battle here each and every week. The ARCA Supercars wage a war for 150 laps. Frank Himmel right now, your leader. Eric Smith running second. They got some clear ground, getting around some of the lap traffic. Got some clear ground for a little while, but soon they're going to start lapping traffic once again as Frank Himmel goes around the high side of the Norm mini machine once again. Continues to put a hurting on everybody in this field as he is flying around this track. Car number 46, Frank Himmel, your leader. Couple cars spinning out right in front of your leaders. I believe that is the 12 of Roger Blackstock. He gets back going, but for a moment, oh, and now a car into the turn one wall as it got very crowded up there very quickly. 46 of Frank Himmel, he's okay. He's still traveling around as the cars in the back of the pack continue to sort themselves out. The 30 car was the one that hit the wall. That's Mark Voigt, and I don't believe that car is fared too well. He is extremely slow on the high side of this track. Tough break for that driver as Frank Himmel continues to motor around this facility. Looking for a way around the 24 and 32 cars as they are side by side, so he'll go down the middle. Frank Himmel, car number 46. Okay, I can't go high, I can't go low. Fine, I'll just go through the middle. Pretty amazing. Pits. That is the 12 of Roger Blackstock. He goes into the pits and just parks it over in the grass, out of the race. Tough break for that man. And one guy that's not having any problems so far is that number 46 of Frank Himmel as he continues to slice and dice his way through the field. There's a good look at the 18 of Josh Baltus and the 39 of Dave Weltmeyer. I believe Baltus now runs fourth as Bob Strait has gotten around him. Weltmeyer running in that fifth position. Frank Himmel, still your leader. Cut up behind a slower car there, the 91 machine. Bob Wiles with a problem right in front of the leader, and Frank Himmel really having to get hard on the brakes, but Still no problems for that man as he continues to motor his way around the field. And there is the 91 machine of Wiles. He's still having his problem. He finally gets on the track, back down the back straightaway. Frank Kimmel, still your leader. A couple cars spinning out over in turn one. Looks like the 85 machine is one of those cars, and this time we will get caution on the track as we've got a couple cars sitting there in very precarious positions. 30 car with serious left front wheel damage. Once again, the ARCA Supercar Bill Eubank Memorial 150 is under caution. And we see that the pit road flagman has the red flag. And that means pit road is closed. As we have a car sitting right at the entrance pit road. That is the 91 machine, Bob Wiles. He had a problem a couple laps ago, got off the track, and I'm sure that contributed to this problem he had over in turn two. We'll stay with it for just a moment. See if anybody pits here. I imagine some of the back markers will pit. See if any of the leaders pit as we are now a few laps into this race. And somebody might jump in for a couple of tires to try to get an advantage. Of course, anytime you go into the pits, you're going to lose a lap. And the green flag is out for the pit area. That means cars can pit now. We have a couple cars that already went in that are having problems. That's the 30 machine of Mark Voigt, and you see the smoke and steam coming off that car. And I believe there's significant front end problems with that machine. What kind of spare parts do you take to the track when you go racing? Well, some people take a whole rear end. It looks like I see there. Looks like it might be a transmission there. And a whole lot of other parts. I'm not quite sure what they are. Lieutenant Kurt Piercy also in, and he goes back out on the track. We'll get stopped by the pit exit flagman. And we'll have to take his station at the back of the pack. Going a few laps down. And Mark Voigt climbs out of his number 30 machine. Have a green flag in just a moment as you see track cleanup continuing. And the 83 car of Jeff Finley, some fire showing out from underneath the hood of that car as we see the 30 car of Mark Voigt pulled up into the grass. So problems for a couple of drivers. Jeff Finley didn't qualify all that bad. Problem sitting out there on pit road. Jeff Finley, car number 83. White flag already being shown to the field. White gone out on the ARCA pace car. We should get a green flag next time by. Once again, leaders on the outside, lap traffic on the inside. Frank Kimmel, your leader. Eric Smith running second. Third belongs to the 42 machine. Is that correct? I better check that out. I know that Frank Kimmel is your leader and Eric Smith running second. On that, I'm not sure at the moment. As we go back to green flag racing. Wes Russell moving up through the field. As I believe he does now run third in the 5 machine. Right behind the 9 of Eric Smith. The 42 car I'm not sure about. That driver is Tim Blaney. And I know Blaney is up there in the field, so we've got a battle for third between Blaney and Wes Russell. Those guys have been battling back there, third on back. Group of cars there. We see Josh Baltus in with a group of cars. Mixed into that is some lap traffic. As the 18 of Josh Baltus moves his way through the field and tries to get back up there. See the 21 of Bob Strait also right behind the 18 of Josh Baltus. Still your leader. And still kind of making a shambles of this race as far as the lead goes. He continues to run away with it. Still your leader, Eric Smith, car number 9, still runs in second. Beyond that, I'll be honest with you, I don't know. Josh Baltus getting back underneath the 5 machine, and that means that I know for sure that Josh Baltus now runs third. I'm not sure if the 5 machine actually was a lead car or a lap car, I'll be honest with you. But I know now Josh Baltus now runs third. And we got a car spun over in turn 4. That is the 48 machine. Mike Buckley. He finds the fire back underneath that car. I don't believe we have a caution yet. Oh, this might bring out a caution as he is having trouble getting up back on the field and over the rumble strips. And we do have caution out. Third caution of the day, or of the evening, excuse me, for the ARCA SuperCars. Pit road is closed, and we're going to pause the tape, take a break, and we'll be back for the green flag or any pit action. White flag already being shown to the field, lights out on the pace car. The 85 car of Jerry Middleton made a pit stop, and we're about ready to go green flag racing. Frank Kimmel, Eric Smith, Josh Baltus, Bob Strait, and Chuck Weber. Scratch that. That is the 39 of Dave Weltmeyer. As we have a couple cars going around, we won't go green flag racing this time by, as now Weltmeyer is positioned in front of the 24 machine. So it will be Dave Weber, or excuse me, Dave Weltmeyer, running in that 5th position. So your top 5 is Frank Kimmel, Eric Smith, Josh Baltus, Bob Strait, and Dave Weltmeyer. We got the top 5 now. We'll take them while we got them. It can get real confusing out here real quick as cars start leading or lapping cars, and the lead cars get mixed in with the lap cars. It's kind of hard to tell a lot of times. If we see the white flag coming out, we should get a green flag next time by the stripe. All right, lineup looks good. 46, Frank Kimmel, Eric Smith, Josh Baltus, Bob Strait. And now the 24 cars back. Dave Weltmeyer's way back. I don't know. I know your top 4. Got that down. Frank Kimmel takes them back down to green flag racing. Still your leader. This time Eric Smith trying to stay right on his back bumper. Try not to lose sight of the leader so he can be in there for the battle for the lead. And the end of this race. Oh, and we got a car hard into the turn 1 wall. That is the 59 of Mark Gibson. Taking a hard poke into the turn 1 wall. He gets it back going, and we stay green. America car having some problems. Car number 40. Looks like he might have tagged the wall also, excuse me, in that incident with Mark Gibson. As Frank Kimmel continues to lead this one. Eric Smith running second. Josh Baltus and Bob Strait staying right with Eric Smith and Frank Kimmel for the most part this time. As many of these cars starting to show a lot of damage. We see the hood bent up, crunched in on the 19 machine. Calvin Counselor having his problems out here today. And Frank Kimmel still leads this one. And now Josh Baltus, Bob Strait, again to do battle for that 3rd position. Baltus is in 3rd. Bob Strait wants 3rd. Eric Smith now losing a few car lengths on the Frank Kimmel machine. Kimmel having about a 10-car length lead once again on the 2nd place car as he begins to dice through the lap traffic. Car spinning on the back straightaway. That is the 43 machine of Scotty Sands, and he is sticking out there right at the entrance to turn 3. He found the fire, and we stay green. Frank Kimmel in heavy traffic once again. And we got a car spinning down the front stretch and into the infield, I believe. I can't quite tell. The number is facing away from me. Oh well, he gets going again. I believe that was a 59 of Mark Gibson once again. Frank Kimmel still in heavy lap traffic. Having trouble getting around the 52 car. And Bill Baird doesn't want to give up another lap quite that easily. Baird at least one lap down. Now we'll go at least 2 laps down as Frank Kimmel continues to motor around this Kil-Kare Speedway. Josh Baltus and Bob Strait continue to battle for the 3rd, 4th positions. As Frank Kimmel and Eric Smith, the only thing they're battling right now, are the track and the lap traffic. As those 2 cars are kind of off by themselves, their own little holes on the track, so to speak. So she's got Frank Kimmel about a straightaway or more distance back to Eric Smith, and about at least that much back to the 18 of Josh Baltus and the 21 of Bob Strait. Together down the front straightaway. I believe that was Josh Baltus getting together with the 5 of Wes Russell. So Baltus with a problem, and now there is smoke coming from the right front wheel of the 18 machine of Josh Baltus. And Bob Strait still right on his back bumper, and problems for the local boy, car number 18, Josh Baltus. Your leader, car number 46, Frank Kimmel. And we'll keep an eye on the Josh Baltus situation. Frank Kimmel still your leader in the 46 machine. And Josh Baltus still showing that smoke, but not showing any signs of slowing down. So, the problem must be cosmetic, fender rubbing on the tire causing the smoke, and because right now he seems to be going just about as fast as he was before the incident happened. Bob Strait still right on his back bumper though. He continues to motor around the field. Frank Kimmel putting the lap on the 32 of Randy Van Zandt. Van Zandt still motoring out here. Not amongst the leaders, but still surviving with all 4 fenders on the car, and that's something to say. Josh Baltus, now that smoke kind of going away a little bit as he continues to battle with the Bob Straight machine. Here's a good shot of some of the battling going on back in the pack, and there's your leader car number 46, Frank Kimmel. He's right on the back bumper of Dave Weltmeyer, about ready to put Weltmeyer a lap down. Last year's winner of this race, about to go a lap down. Weltmeyer tries to look inside the 24 car, but Frank Kimmel jumps up on the high side, and Weltmeyer has no choice but to wait for Kimmel to move on past. Car number 46, Frank Kimmel, now still your leader, putting Dave Weltmeyer a lap down. Cars getting together over in turn one. One of those involved was the 06 machine of Brian Kahns. Once again, everybody keeps it going, and we stay green. Josh Baltus, Bob Straight still battling out there, and even with that right front damage, Josh Baltus doing quite a good job. Now Straight looks underneath, and we got cars spinning out. Oh, and Baltus connects. And that'll be it for the young man from Dayton, Ohio area, Josh Baltus. Another car badly damaged, the 59 of Mark Gibson. He's the one that Baltus clipped. Gibson had spun, and Baltus trying to miss him and could not get by as the tread comes off of the 59 of Gibson. Baltus trying to get that car to the pit area, but I don't believe it will turn for him. He goes across the track, and John Baltus cannot get that car to turn as it just wants to go right back out towards the back wall. Tough break for the local boy, running so good, running in that third position, Josh Baltus. Tough break for this driver as he cannot get that car to go the direction he wants it to go. He has went forward and backed up several times. Josh Baltus has parked it. Now one of the Hollis towing records pulls to him. And they'll get him pulled off the track, and we'll get back here to racing as I'm sure Josh Baltus wanted his day to end a lot differently than it's ending right now. Tough break for the local boy. You always want to see the local boys do well when they come back after moving up in this series, but Josh Baltus, although Baltus has had tough breaks all season long in this ARCA series, I'll admit I haven't gotten to watch too many races, but it seems like this guy cannot get a lucky break, and Baltus, you can see the frustration as he just walks away from the car. showing the and caution flags together as Mark Gibson goes into the pit area once again. And that means they will have 2 laps to caution and should get the white flag this time by the stripe. Leader is still Frank Kimmel. Running second is still the 9 car of Eric Smith, as they have been from the outset of this race. Just a couple of passes at the beginning, back and forth. Third belongs to the 21 of Bob Strait, and I believe that is the only 3 cars on the lead lap at this time. So we'll see if Bob Strait has anything for Eric Smith and Frank Kimmel, and we'll see if Eric Smith has anything for Frank Kimmel. But Frank Kimmel already on the green flag, moving out to about a 5-car length lead. And Mark Gibson back out on the track, very slow. Heavy damage on that car. Car number 46, still your leader. Eric Smith running second, and Bob Strait in third. White flag, 1 lap to go for your leader, car number 46, Frank Kimmel. Eric Smith running second, and Bob Strait third. And that's just how they're going to finish. It's Frank Kimmel comes across the stripe. Car number 46, Frank Kimmel, your winner. So good job by all the ARCA drivers. Race only slowed by about 4 cautions. And Frank Kimmel just running away with it. Had it from the outset, your second fastest qualifier today. Eric Smith being the fastest qualifier, and Frank Kimmel, car number 42, excuse me, car number 46, your winner. And it'll take us a few moments to get everything cleared off, get the pit road clear in the center of the track, get all the ARCA boys off, and have the winner circle celebration. And then up next, we will have the rest of the NASCAR Winston Racing Series here at Kil-Kare Speedway, kicking off with the late model sportsman, then the modifieds, and rounding out the evening will be the figure 8s. And now coming out on the track, the NASCAR Winston Racing Series late models. On row number 1, inside the 17 car of Sam Heckman, outside of him the 53 of Russ Bobb. Inside row number 2, car number 2, Dave Brandenburg, and the number 1 of Mike Carroll. Row number 3 is car number 33, that's Carl Stapleton, and outside of him, car number 22, John Vallow. Row number 4, car number 35, Jeff Capaldi, and the 11 of Jeff Wilson. In row number 5, car number 14, Tom Hausfeld, and outside of him, the 29 of Tony Brunke. And in row number 6, car number 19, Larry Peterson. And first time out for car number 43, Will Spurgeon. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. 30 laps for the Kil-Kare late models. Right off the start, we got caution. John Vallow doing a spin through the infield in the 22 car. Russ Bobb getting tagged by the Dave Brandenburg machine out of turn 4. And Jeff Wilson punching into the side of the 53 of Russ Bobb. Caution out on the track. On instant replay now. see Russ Bob slips back just a little bit. A little tag from Dave Brandenburg, and he's into the wall. Jeff Wilson with nowhere to go. John Vallow doing a nice spin through the infield, stays out all the major problems. Tony Brumke gets it woed down in time. And from Bill Yo's camera in turn 3. Watch the Vallow machine. He gets tagged by Wilson just enough. That's what sends Vallow spinning into the infield, and then Wilson hard into the side of the 53 of Russ Bob. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe, minus a couple of cars. Jeff Wilson making it back out. He will start at the tail of the field. And green flag does come out this time. We'll hold our breath for at least a couple of laps. Your leader, Sam Heckman, but wasting no time. Moving up on the high side is John Vallow in that 22 machine. Mike Carroll running third. Now John Vallow, your new leader. The 17 is Sam Heckman running second. Mike Carroll third. Fourth belongs to the 2 of Dave Brandenburg. Good paddle for fifth between the 35 of Jeff Capaldi and the 33 of Carl Stapleton. Vallow, your leader. Sam Heckman running second, Mike Carroll third, Dave Brandenburg fourth, Jeff Capaldi fifth, and running in that sixth position, car number 33, Carl Stapleton. As Vallow has about a 40 car lead, no, at least a straightaway length lead on the second place car. One thing's for sure, this man knows how to get around this track, and this is a very good car also. Looking very strong here tonight, the 22 of John Vallow. After that early spin and almost getting caught up in that accident right at the start of the race, John Vallow now leading this one. Still your leader, Sam Heckman, running second. Dave Brandenburg holding on to third. Excuse me, Mike Carroll third, Dave Brandenburg in fourth. Couple red cars there. Got confused. field, John Vallow, your leader. The rest of the cars running in a freight train about a half a lap behind this black 22 machine. White flag, 1 lap to go for John Vallow, car number 22. And your winner out of turn number 4, car number 22, John Vallow. Finishing second will be car number 17, Sam Heckman. Mike Carroll will come home third. Fourth will belong to the 2-car Dave Brandenburg, and rounding out your top 5 will be Jeff Capaldi. So after an early race spin, John Vallow comes home the winner. The NASCAR Winston Racing Series Modifieds are up next. Row number 1 is the 76 of Frank Harris on the pole. Outside of him, car number 58, Ralph Harris. Row number 2 is the 31 of Don Fleming Jr. and the 32 of Steve Foster. Row number 3 is car number 1, Steve Rickard, and the 11 of Dick Dunleavy Jr. Row number 4, car number 18, Doug Miller, and the 45 of Cale Driesbach. Row number 5 is car number 5, Sky Hinkle on the inside, and the 17 of Ed Lawrence outside. Row number 6 is the 01 of Rob Wickline and the 40 of Rick Lewis. And in row number 7, car number 98, Gary Smith, and the number 27 of Pat Jones. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Harris, now your leader. Frank Harris running second. Don Fleming Jr. takes a look underneath, and Steve Foster and Dick Dunleavy Jr. right on the high side. Steve Rickard also right there in the number 1 car. Frank Harris still running second. Don Fleming Jr. third. Now Steve Rickard gets underneath Steve Foster. That's for 4th position, and Dick Dunleavy Jr. is running in the 6th position, but now he gets underneath Foster for that position, which is 5th, and Dick Dunleavy Jr. is now running 5th. Ralph Harris still your leader. Dunleavy taking a look to the high side of Steve Rickard now. This will be for the 4th position. Outside through turns 1 and 2, takes a peek inside down the back stretch. One spinning into the infield. That's the number 1 car, Steve Rickard. He goes up and over the hill, and I believe we stay green. Nope, we are going to caution. Steve Rickard, car number 1 with a problem. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Ralph Harrod, Frank Harris, Don Fleming Jr., Dick Dunleavy, and Steve Foster. Dunleavy now running third. Frank Harris still runs second. Ralph Harrod still leading it. Dunleavy closing on the 76 of Frank Harris. Dunleavy takes a look inside down the backstretch. Harris slams the door going into turn 3. Dunleavy battles back in turn 4 and down the front straightaway. Looking to the high side, going through turns 1 and 2. On the 76 of Frank Harris. Both of these cars are closing slightly on the 58 of Ralph Harrod. And Dunleavy kicks up a little bit of dirt in one as he tries to go extremely low to get around the 76 of Frank Harris. Dunleavy, high side, through turns 1 and 2, down the backstretch, into turn 3, 4, still to the high side, closing right on the back bumper of the 58 of Ralph Harrod. Dick Dunleavy Jr. now runs second, closing on Ralph Harrod in the 58 machine. Looks to the inside coming out of turn 4, side by side. Oh, and we got caution. We've got a car up on or on fire down the backstretch. That's the 40 of Rick Lewis, and there were a lot of flames when I first glanced at the camera there come out of that car. Let's take a look at that on instant replay. Bill Yo following the racing action, and then just gets over to the 40 car right before the fire goes out. A big fireball surrounding that car when the camera first got to it.
Catastrophic engine failure.
And just as we come back to it, we're showing you an extreme slow motion of what happened to the Rick Lewis machine. Evidently, it was a engine explosion, basically catastrophic engine failure on this car, and you can see the ball of fire around the exterior of the car. A little bit of flames inside the cockpit, but just as soon as he stops it, the fire extinguishes itself. But for a couple of seconds there, it was a little scary, I can imagine. A little warm too for Rick Lewis. He's fine. He's standing out beside his car and doing just fine. As you can see, Rick Lewis standing out beside his car looking over his hurt vehicle. It's going to take a while to clean up. And we go back to green flag racing. Dick Dunleavy Jr., your leader, Ralph Harrod, right on his back bumper. He runs second. Frank Harris holding on to that third position. Dunleavy Jr., your leader. Ralph Herod, Frank Harris, Don Fleming Jr., and Steve Foster, your top 5 cars at this moment. As the white flag comes out for your leader, car number 11, Dick Dunleavy Jr. And your winner will be Dick Dunleavy Jr., car number 11. Coming home second will be the 58 of Ralph Herod. Then it's the 76 Frank Harris, the 31 of Don Fleming Jr., and rounding out your top 5, car number 32, Steve Foster. Once again, your winner, car number 11, Dick Dunleavy Jr. And our final feature of the night will be the NASCAR Winston Racing Series Figure 8. Row number 1 is the 31, that's Junior Ross. Out beside him, the 13 of Dwayne Hornback. Row number 2, inside, car number 1, Jeremy Everding, and the 98 of Gary Sides. Inside row number 3 is the 57 of Chris Poppaw, and outside of him, the 33 of Vern Hasty, and all the way out back in row number 4, car number 3, Tim Jenkins. White flag already being shown to the field. We should get a green flag this time across the stripe. The NASCAR Winston Racing Series Figure 8s. Green flag comes out, and Dwayne Hornback with a big jump through the North Loop. Leader is car number 13, Dwayne Hornback. Jenkins getting underneath Chris Poppaw. Tim Jenkins moving up through the field now. He now runs 4th. Dwayne Hornback still your leader. Junior Ross running 2nd. 98 of Gary Sides 3rd, and Tim Jenkins now runs 4th in the number 3 car. Oh, and Dwayne Hornback spins right in front of Junior Ross. We got a new leader as Dwayne Hornback spins. It's car number 31, Junior Ross. And it looks like Jeremy Everding takes it out of the race, goes down the 8th mile track along the back stretch, and is out of this one. Junior Ross, your leader. Oh, that hurt. He gets off in the grass. Gary Sides gonna get around for the lead, or is he? Junior Ross still has the lead. Gary Sides runs 2nd, and Vern Hasty 3rd. Tim Jenkins 4th. Got about Vern Hasty up there. I've been calling Tim Jenkins running in that 3rd position, but Vern Hasty actually running up there. Junior Ross, car number 31, still your leader. 98 of Gary Sides runs 2nd, Vern Hasty, and then Tim Jenkins. Ross still your leader. Tim Jenkins right on his back bumper. He runs second. Third, Gary Seitz. Fourth, Vern Hasty. And Tim Jenkins closes a little more in the south loop. White flag comes out. 1 lap to go for your leader, Junior Ross. Tim Jenkins right on his back bumper in second. And now side by side. Junior Ross still your leader. Oh! And coming down to the wire, it's going to be Tim Jenkins, your winner. Junior Ross comes home second. Third will go to Gary Seitz, Vern Hasty fourth, and Green Hornback finishes in that 5th position. And there's a good look at your winner, Tim Jenkins. Gives us a little wave to the camera. Thank you, Tim. I want to thank you for buying this Ben Stroke Productions At the Track videotape. And keep in mind that we not only videotape here at Kil-Kare Speedway, but also at Columbus Motor Speedway. For the Midwest's finest video racing series, Penn Stroke Productions. For my wife, Kim, my partner, Bill Yo, I'm Nate Pennington. We'll see you next week at the track.